We're here at Glen Cunningham Lake, and we're gonna paint on the plein air paint the largest size I've ever done. This is 14 by 16, and we're gonna paint this scene of these boats here. Beautiful, summery, sunny day, and the light's just starting to come. The breeze is blowing a little bit, so we're getting some waves. I've pre-charged the surface here by oiling it out with some liquid, which I'm going to use as my medium today. In fact, I'll put some out here on the palette. Right there. Hopefully it won't fall off, but it might. Let's go over the colors real quick. I've got cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, alizarin crimson permanent, yellow ochre, cadmium yellow medium, and titanium white. I'm interested to see how upping the size considerably, how that will, affect the painting process. And let me use this cobalt blue as my drawing color today. I might kind of lighten it a little bit. Actually, maybe I'll just mix up a grayish version of this. So a little bit of a burnt sienna in there. Hi, how you doing?
That Plein air guy.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
I
have not got over the light situation. I couldn't get it. I don't have it down pat.
What lights?
Are you, painting because the light changes.
Oh, I know.
You're on the internet, aren't you?
Yeah. Have you seen me before?
Sure, I looked you up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, praise God.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
So you
too.
paint too?
Well, I haven't been ill for a while, so
Oh.
I haven't done anything.
Well, that happens.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
I have an easel like that, and I was wondering how I could bring my junk. And
Yeah.
Are we on a video?
I just started, but I haven't actually laid any paint in, so.
Okay. I would love to try it out. So you just have this on masonite or cardboard?
This is a panel I got from Blick, just like a canvas panel, and then this is masonite that I'm using as the palette. I sealed it with acrylic, but no problem at all. Okay. It's nice to talk with you. So.
That's the way I feel. I get to see you. Awesome.
Yeah, that's so neat.
Yeah. I'll let you go.
All right. Have a good one. Put in the horizon line or the distant shoreline. And there's no shade here, so I'm gonna put in this boat here. And today we're gonna draw with the brush. So right now, this is what I want my focal point to be. And I was talking with a viewer recently about how when you start a painting, it's good to kind of decide what you want that focal point to be. This line kind of flattens out here a little bit. Measure this angle because we're really in kind of 2-point perspective. This comes down, little thing here. Some rigging. Oop! Don't want to lose my easel. It's kind of a breezy day, but it's nice. The motor. And then right along in here is part of the dock. Actually, I feel like this line maybe comes down a little bit more, somewhere down here, and then up, so we can wipe this away and erase just like that. That was so neat that that lady recognized me. Always nice to chat with people. This is the other side of the boat. This comes up. And there's kind of this doorway here. And this window. Whenever I paint with the brush, I find that things are a little bit looser, and you kind of have to be okay with that. That's sort of the charm, to be honest. And up here, the charm, I think a little bit of the looseness of it, the alla prima approach. Now, I'm looking at this negative shape here, and kind of this, I guess you would say, rigging comes out. And then just kind of put in there some stuff for the ropes here. And then we have kind of this blue piece that comes up here. And there's sort of like, I guess, like a rigging or a thing that fence, I guess. Sort of the dock. A blue line that comes up here, along here. I kind of shade this in. Okay, pretty pleased with that. So as I look, I want to connect the next boat, and it kind of falls in between this rigging and this boat. Just bring that up. And there's sort of a downward slant. It's not quite a bit. And slopes down like this, and actually sort of with the top of this boat is kind of the bottom here. It's got the engine. to indicate some windows. This has, I guess, a mast that goes straight up. And a thing. Edge like that. And then this too has rigging. This is red rigging, but we will come in over the top of that. Okay, and then there's a mast from another boat. And here, and here, and this one it kind of angles off a little bit. And then down the way, okay, and we'll just kind of indicate these boats like this, very loosely. And there's some boats on the other side. And lots of strings and riggings and stuff. I'm gonna be loose. And how do I decide to be loose like that? Because I want this boat right here to be the main focal point. So there's different boats and things, riggings. Okay, great. Now we have this landscape, and I think I need to bring the shoreline down quite a bit. So I'm gonna bring it down here actually. That's the shoreline. And then in here is landscape. And it's irregular, so I'm gonna bring that up. So we're on a lake, so there's trees and things. And just make it so it's not quite so regular. And then over here, we have quite a bit to say, yeah, up in here, because this is a lot closer. And there's part of the docks that come out. Put in a shadow in this boat. I want to indicate some of the reflection here of the boat, and also cool. So this is a pretty good sketch in. Done that just in like 15 or 16 minutes. And I think let's start laying stuff in. Subscribe for the next video in this series where we'll talk about laying in masses and shapes and adding details. Remember, you have a voice that matters. Go be creative. I'll see you next time.